Okay, maybe. We'll check. Good. Yeah? Yeah. Maybe? I can't tell. If it's working, hi, welcome. Let me scoot up a little. I was up to the bell working on some more coding, so this is never done. Even though this is like such a supposed to be like a simple, you know, game supposed to just be a what do you call it? Flappy Bird, the Google dinosaur jump over cactus game. It's just supposed to be that, but I guess I went too far and beyond and it stretched further than what I know how to do. I mean, I didn't know how to do any of this Godot coding at all before I started this project, so that's why this is taking forever. Because I don't know how to say like, oh, I just want this to happen, and it's like, how do I go about doing that? So I feel like I've got far enough now in my Godot coding stuff that I was able to just code a couple buttons this morning, like literally right before this, and I got that I think set up pretty well. So we'll see. But welcome guys, how you guys doing? Welcome over, Cookie and Judd. All the classics, we're all here. Otherwise, it's been kind of just, my whole world has just been in this game now. I've just been, guess we can get in here. Boop. Boop, boop. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Welcome, Mike. There you go. Work with trophy engraving has been very slow. As in, I got a text message from my boss saying, you didn't get enough stuff on Friday, so don't even come on Monday. So I wasn't even on, I had like Friday off too, so I guess it's some sort of good and bad where it's like, cool, I get to spend more time on the game, but also kind of want the money from the job to, you know, make sure I survive. So, it's a little weird. But yeah, it's working on this all week so I can show all the little doodads and fixes I think I'd worked on. But yeah, let's see. Learning Toon Boom. Oh, cool. Okay, well I know enough about that. I can help you with that. Yeah, Cookie, if you have any like specific Toon Boom questions, let me know. Cause I noticed different flavors of Toon Boom where the basic is just this, where you don't get that panel over there at all, and you just gotta work with what you got here inside. Whereas I think the basic plan, or the basic version of Toon Boom is more suited for like frame by frame, so that's kind of like just drawing and then get a new frame and then drawing the next frame. And then advanced just adds a couple more features. It's kind of not really worth it, I think. Because it's like you might as well just fork over another how much the difference is to just go ahead and I got the perpetual license for premium, so that lets me to do. That's the whole thing, is that Toon Boom is so kind of configured with the node view in mind, with all of this wackiness in here, that when I tried to do Midnight Bears the first time, I was like, wait a minute, how do I do it without this node view? Like I have to like, all this is like rigged inside of here, and it's like this, and it's like, wait, but I can't, how do I change the parenting, and like how do I add two different types of childs? So I was like, I don't think I can do this. So I was like, okay, They learn basic first and then figure out the node view. But yeah, welcome CRL. I don't know if that's a word or you want that spelled out. Laboratory. I was trying to think what's the letter version of numerology. But yeah, get to trial for premium. Okay. Nope, you scares you. It will at first. But everything's kind of color coded and all the noodles kind of make sense once you kind of go set it up right. So I'm just gonna go through the comments real quick here. Okay. Make an animation too, it takes more time. It depends. Yeah? Okay. We'll do CRL then. Okay, got so many of you guys. I'm catching up. Does Toon Boom take more time? It depends. If you're just doing something where you just want, you know, the character to move around, you know, like a regular Flash animation, like with tweens and stuff, then it's like, that's pretty quick, just if everything's set up in a way. You know, this is the character, which I can show that off somewhere. Where is she? Where did she go? I got her somewhere. So I can set up all that. Like, I made a game over screen for going like, ugh. And here's everything component-wise for this. This is just the head part. I showed this off a lot, but it's like, this is probably gonna, this could be done better. Like, I have just for the eyes as a folder, and then here's all the eye parts. Like, here's the left eye parts and the right eye parts on the right. And if I want to move both eyes, you see that it's connected to the pupils, and then the pupils in a cutter. So that means I can move these around. Otherwise, I can move one pupil. So it makes sense, but if you want to do something crazy like this, and then set it up, and then have a bunch of different characters, and then do 3D type effects, then that'll take a while, compared to like Flash, where you can't really, you're limited to none of this, and yeah. The rigging in Flash is very basic compared to setting this up, but it, you know, yeah, Flash, you can't really set up like multiple parents or multiple children and can't really have a parent of this be two different, have it control two children. So stuff like that is gonna get, you know, this is what makes Toon Boom nice, is that I can have this iMaster parent control siblings, so to speak. I don't know if there's real terms for these, but it's because the chain goes downward usually, or at least the bottom of the peg here says that this is its children, and then its iMaster is the children of the multi-port in, which is just a way to say that goes into a folder that goes into here. And this controls everything that I put inside that folder, which is all the eye parts. And then you get into some grandparents, which control a bunch of different things for the whole head. So just like that kind of like system is pretty simple. Yeah. Let's see. Welcome. Do I like Toon Boom itself? Yeah. I think I got used to it enough that it's like, when I had to do some Flash stuff, like with the cutscene, like I was like, I have to go back into this. It's like, it's nostalgic to go back into Flash like this, to be like, oh, I have so little things to worry about. That was nice to go back in here. Just the way that I had to do it in Flash because I wanted the Yeti, and I didn't want to recreate the Yeti puppet just for it. And it's like, I already have I thought that I already had like a Yeti puppet inside of Flash, so I was like, might as well use this. And of course, the irony now is that I actually imported a whole bunch of the Toon Boom assets from when I was working on it. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens. Ah, jeez, I already messed up my folders. But I already imported all of the Toon Boom images from that Toon Boom file I showed. So, yeah. So this is just a combination of like importing all the Toon Boom assets and then animating some of the puppets inside of here. I just wanted to make sure that I had the Yeti correct. I didn't want to spend too much time re-rigging him and then redrawing all of this. It was going to be a little rough. To make it exactly how I had it before would be a little better to just do it like this. Let's see. I like Derpy. Auto lip sync and color management. Color management, well, with the palettes is nice. Because with Flash, you get like, I just want it to be green. And then you say later, like, oh, I want it to be blue or something. Like, you change your mind halfway through with a palette color. If you don't have palettes, the palette just means it's your assortment and catalog, I guess, of colors. This is just a generic, all-encompassing, like, swatches. But Toon Boom has tagged palettes, so if I wanted one frame to have, or like change it to be her eye color to be green or something, and if I did it on frame by frame, problem is that this is symbols, so I'm able to go in here, and because his eyeballs is symbol, I'm able to just kind of go in here and then change it, and then for the rest of the entire animation, her eye is now orange and green for a little while, I think. Oh, I got. If I put it here, yeah, it's gonna be green the whole time. So it's not quite the same as a tagged palette, but in Toon Boom, you got the same sort of deal of colors with all of these. So if I find Derpy's eye color here, these are manually set up colors, and so I was like, I had to set up every color and write them in as much as I remember to write them with a real word, and then I can change it, and then for the whole animation it'll be that color now. So it's a little different. It is nicer to have tag colors because these actually do come in handy a lot. To be able to just say, oh, I want a new character, but I just want to recolor it. And you got all these tagged palettes, so you can just use this and then change it and change its hue, and then you're good. And that'll affect every single thing that's the other thing, is that every single thing that's using this color. So you saw that both eyes colors change. If I want her to now be a blue color, then every single thing that's using that tagged color then gets updated for every single frame, for every instance of that color being used with this specific color. So Flash sort of has that feature, but you have to manually create a tag palette thing for it to actually work. It's not automatic like this, where like the only way to make colors in Toon Boom is to have it be automatically be tagged, where it has an ID. Every color here has an ID, and if you use this color with this, then it'll be synchronized. So that's the more powerful version of this. So anyway, okay. And auto lip sync, I don't trust that. I'd rather just do it myself. Flash Player was shut down. It was the Adobe Flash Player that's like the embedded inside of a website. I mean, it should have been shut down like 5 years before that, or way more, because of all the security risks that were part of that. It's a whole thing. But yeah, the Flash software that this is using, the actual software, is fine. They don't Alright, it's still green. That's a completely different thing. But yeah. Can I import the puppet into Toon Boom? I could have, but it's always a little messy. I tried it with like one puppet, or like try to do it. Try to figure out the process, and it was not the easiest. I think it was, yeah, it was messy. you still have to like re-rig all the symbols become a huge mess of blocks, and you have to re-rig every single piece. Which wasn't too bad. It could have been, wouldn't be too bad, but it's like I don't know if the frame substitutions were, were stuff like this, where it's like I have every single mouth shape already in here. So if I had a more complicated like Yeti puppet where it had different angles and different pieces and different things, then I would have to also set up the substitutions in here. So if I wanted to, like, I added this new frame with her little tongue sticking out, but if I wanted to be happy, I could just swap that into the frame here. So stuff like that. To change different pictures that are designed inside of the drawing substitutions. So it'll also be set up. So it's enough of a process that it's like I don't want to go through it. But it is possible, but it's like, don't want to set up the colors, set up the bits and pieces, re-rig it to be in this kind of format, and then make sure to draw in substitutions, and it's like, man. Whether or not it'll actually work with the right, quality, whether or not the vectors actually also work correctly. So, yeah. Oh well. You guys are so active, thank you. I can't keep up with you. Okay. You still animate with separate layers. Layers is always good. Encourage like this in a single group. Okay. When's your flash tutorial on my secondary channel? Yeah, that was a while ago. When I thought I was so cool, where it's like, I know how to do things, I'm gonna teach other people how to do it. And I didn't know as much as I know now. Actually, I probably could do a way better teaching now. Oh well. Yeah, there's I think a month-long trial of Toon Boom. It is nice, but I think overuses like an iPad or something. So it's gonna be pretty much of a big jump if you're used to like using a mobile device to animate. Because I think overuses Flip-a-Clip or something like that. It's like one of those iPad apps. So, but yeah. The fact that it kind of works. Yeah. What a way of lip syncing is that it's more. It's like trying to recreate what they did and what the voice actor did. Not necessarily like, oh, they did a foof sound, I need to replace it with my phonem that looks like foof, or L's are and that is the one shape that I have, and take it or leave it, So sometimes you do have to go through and like add in a new intermediate mouth shape. So maybe you have like an L where the tongue is up, and then maybe you want the mouth to be a little bit smaller, like it's a little versus a like they're yelling, or it's like, so there is a little bit more to it, where even if you had like 100 different mouth frames and different variations of each of the mouth shapes, it still wouldn't look like, there'll still be an offset between the performance that the voice actor said versus if you manually go through and try and recreate what it would have looked like. So yeah, at least that's what I do, is that I try to use more intermediate, like, she's doing a big mouth open like a G, like a cheese kind of like mouth shape with this, and then it's like I have another one that's like slightly bigger, and so I'm able to go back and forth between like this one and slightly to this one, and then try and modulate and hear where they do a big E versus an E or an ooh. You can't really see what that looks like on my face, but it's like I can go an E, and it's like I'm opening my mouth in a closed teeth. So the auto lip sync might just choose, oh, you said E, which means this, and then move on, and not think about the more intricate, like, you know, it was a smaller E sound or something, and then it should have probably would have looked better, you know, less anime lip flap style, you know. Anime just has like 3 mouth shapes. I think it's just a, well, you get to close, and then like a sort of open, halfway open, and then a big open, and then you just kind of go back and forth between, you know. That's what I feel like the auto lip sync does that for the other styles, and it's like, the other mouth shapes, and it's like, what are you doing? Or it gets completely off in the timing, and it's like, just, what are you doing? So, it's cool in concept, but it's like, I don't trust it. And I have a lot of fun doing it, so I was like, I don't want a robot trying to do something that I really like to do. So, yeah. But yeah, let's see. Pop. Yeah, don't think Toon Boom's on iPad or whatever kind of mobile device. It needs enough CPU to be able to render all the. This isn't a 3D engine. I think I showed that off a couple times. Perspective, yeah. So this is in a 3D environment all the time. So, yeah. Let's crash. Alright, let's bring up Godot as Toon Boom crashes. Okay, so I don't think an iPad will be able to have enough RAM to have that work. So, yeah. Let's play game though. Let's see how game's doing. Game's actually doing pretty well. Let's see. I got a splash screen. I just coded this today to have the cutscene that's a work in progress work. So yay! Lily programmed the code for this video to play after the splash screen and then go into the main menu. So all of this is new. What do you think of this? Let's see. You do have a piece of things maybe I could do it later. Okay. Yeah. So this is a tentative new title screen. So instead of the more zoomed in rolling ball, this is replaced with this to be more interesting. I'm planning on having her animate or blink or something, and then when you highlight a button, her eyes will kind of look over it and be like, "Whoa, you're selecting the play button? Okay." And have her kind of look at each button, I guess, have her eyes move. I can do, well, right now I think this whole thing's on one layer, so I can't really move anything. Like literally the entire background here is one screensaver type thing, so I can't really do anything animation wise. So, but yeah, exactly, it'll have some animations and stuff. This is it just added this to be a tutorial button once I figure out what I want to do for that. Haven't done that yet. We saw the credits. The shop. I made her actually happy this time instead of kind of going like, oh, what's going on? All these hats work. Options. We got the music and sound effect sliders. Change this to just be a back and a home, which in this case I see that doesn't make sense. I'd have to make another version of this because I think I made 2 versions. Like when you game over, is actually a different instance, a different version of the options there. So that's another thing to check. Okay, doing this live, and then the exit just quotes the game. So, so we played a level. We also got the tutorial, which also, I guess, brings you back home. So I'll have to figure that part out, but I haven't done the tutorial itself yet. Pause. This brings you back. This brings you to... Yeah, this is the options for the level, which has a back to get back to here. And then the home. Which I guess I don't need the home in either case. I'll have to figure this out. This is confusing. Where it's like, oh, you want home, but if you press back, then you can press home here too. Yeah. I think I fixed this where the little snowball's up here. Yeah, you see, once you get hit, then the snowball goes into this recharge mode, where after a certain amount of time, your health will then regain itself and rebuild to get the next level of your health back. So right now you're on 2, and then I'll eventually code it so that when you're get back up there, right now it's not working with some timers and other fun code stuff. Is that if you get hit twice, yeah, well, now that was the next time you got hit, so it doesn't add your health after it's supposed to recharge. So I can play with the timings of these, but the first time you get hit, it takes 20 seconds, and then the second time takes 40 seconds. So in all, if you get hit twice, it'll take a whole minute before, well, actually like 40 seconds. Well, a minute to regain back up to 3, but 40 seconds to get up to from 1 hit to 2 hits, and then 20 seconds to get to the next, which I guess, yeah, you might as well wait, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, all this stuff is like, I want to fix stuff as I go. Oh, I made this. So there we go. We got the new game over screen. That was the picture of the Toon Boom picture I was showing off. And I got rid of the ear that you saw in the Toon Boom because of the hat. With this hat, I've said like before, like the hat needs to be layered underneath the ear, but on this one the ear needs to be behind the hat, so it got confusing, so I had to remove that. Let's see. It doesn't say game over. I guess I could add that in? I don't know. What do we think? Because I want to remove the amount of text on screen to be as minimal as possible. I don't think it's not self-explanatory in a way, you know. It's like, oh, okay. What happened? Am I still playing? It gets this giant restart button and then your options. Oops. There is a little bit of music that I have. If I do this, I can turn the music back on. And then restart. I really have some sort of sound effect where it can say oops. Because I got those sound effects I can add. But yeah, check this out. Might have to turn it up for you guys. But the music actually has a pitch slowdown, so it's actually a certain degree slower than usual. To say like, oh no. And then I'll animate her to have her eyes spin around and we're going woo woo and her eyes spinning. And then the music gets back to normal. But if you get hit, bonk, bonk, bonk. There's like a transition of the music slowing down a little. Where would the oops or game over appear? Yeah. Okay, good. We can't go. Well, I played with the music on in the regular like inspector stuff with the code. With the music, and as I was playing with it, like in here, I was doing stuff and I was like, what does this do? What's their pitch scale do? And I was like, oh, it sounds like a record, like you're scrolling down. I was like, that's cool. So I have a little accident with that. I was like, oh, that could be cool. Instead of writing a whole new song and compositioning essentially the same sort of song, so actually just uses less data space by just slowing it down in here rather than writing a new song that's basically what I would have done anyway by having it be a slowed down version of the same song. So yeah, it works. That's good. Let's see. So the game over screen is this. It is kind of full. Let's get the other music back on. Why is this music quiet? How's that? Okay. So we can do a new text. Let's add a new... Let's add a rich text. Ooh. Rich text label. And we'll just put it in for now. Somewhere, because this is where the score is going to be there. Oops. Exclamation mark. If I could do that. It's a little small. Let's fix that. I can't do that. Okay. We'll give it a theme. We'll use my quick load theme. There we go. It needs to be ordered above. There we go. Let's do size. If I can spell, I can't spell today. Size. Theme overrides constants. Normal font. Whoop. There we go. Kind of want to put it here. Maybe I can put it here. And then maybe like rotate it. And just make sure that's not. Oops. Is that? Oops, doesn't seem like a word anymore. Okay. Let's see. Color. Is that right? Colors. I'm trying to get the exclamation mark. I can't get it. Default color. I have my swatches. You can't really see back there. And then font outline. Here you go. Swatches. Leave that one. And then outline size. The theme helps, but I don't think I got it set up enough that it's actually right. Okay. I had to take... I'm gonna copy from your comment cookie. There we go. Let's see if that worked. There it is. Why is it over there? I don't know. There we go. This is the open, like, that's dyslexic font. So that's why it looks a little funky. I want it to be dyslexic so that it's accessible for everyone. Let's see. How does that look there? So I can make sure that it's not. There you go. Is that what I want? I mean, I could put it over here too, because I don't think you're gonna get. Is your score gonna be a couple 100 trillion? No. How's that? Got that. We got the score. I don't think you're gonna get a billion coins, right? The thing is that this gets overlaid on top of. I guess I can show that. This gets overlaid on top of the. Shut up, game. You can still sort of see the gameplay, the level, like this. So you can see. Normally, I would put it onto a different monitor. just so I can set it up. Can I do this? This is weird. And then make it more. Okay, so we got it here where it's like, oh, that's cute, oops. And then, problem is that I got the balls, the snowballs in the top left. I don't know if this will work. It's not live, but I think it'll be, it's not to be Z level above. So like that, or like right, oh, like right here? Oh, that could be a good spot. And as you can see by the game, is that there's not much room up here to really add it. We could try and move this here. Yeah. We're cooking, as they say. Okay. And then let's do size. I just want to make it slightly smaller. Okay. Thank you for the encouragement. Oops! I was like cheese staying it. You could add a little cartoon talk bubble or something. That doesn't work like that. Got this dumb looking. It's because it's not fully there. There we go. Thanks, guys. This has been enlightening. Let's replay and see what that looks like. Ugh. Gotta get hit. There you go. Yay! That's nice. That's not bad. Sorry, I probably clipped something there. That's not bad. Probably could like recenter these, but that's another, you know, minor tweak. Yeah, cause that's the, I don't think. Go away. Cause I can move all these guys just over a little bit. Meow, meow, meow. Just a bit. And you can see like it didn't. These are the text. These are the default text just in here. So this is actually not being used. There's actually a script to have it change what it actually displays. So it doesn't matter with all of that, but that's just for testing this, because then it gets updated with the actual values that are in the game as you play. Music a little loud, so let's get it. Swap over to hopefully a quieter game song. It does kind of cover up this a little bit, so I can go through and make the background modulate. Let's do 220 or something. There you go. Okay. You're to reach me on my total amount of bits to have in your game. Oh man. Yeah, just from playing this over and over, you test it. It's gonna doesn't matter if it covers the UI. It's my score anyway. I guess I can remove this scoreboard at the top here. That's something I can do. Huh. This is all in one. All of these at the top are part of one, I want to say symbol, one element. So I could say take this and then hide it. And then it can just only focus on these guys. There's no timer. That's displayed here to be like, oh, I would survive for. It's fine. Okay. 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 So if this is fine, then anything else we would do? We would just animate Derpy, and then that's about it, I think. Right? So you got a big replay. You can go to options to get to the options. This is supposed to be like a restart, or you can go back home. So you can restart the level. All these work. Okay. So a lot of these menus and trying to go in and out is simple on just like setting up the buttons to go where they're supposed to go. A lot of it is just like the user experience part that's kind of hard. Where it's like, I had a harder time of like, do I want to put the shop here? Do I want to put the home here? You know, it's like, on what screen, what buttons are supposed to be here, you know? Or thinking like, oh, on this screen, do you need to have the shop on every single screen to get to somewhere? You know, makes sense on here to just be able to change your hat and then go back home, and then on here I'll change it to be, because it's one static picture. Let's see. Feel free to add this name. Maybe I pile a scoreboard on the right of the retry button of your top scores. Oh. Yeah, that's once I finish getting the game to game, we'll add that maybe. Like your top scores, because you get the high score. I thought that'd be sufficient. But what are you saying? Let's see. If your top scores, I mean, it's hard enough to get the high score, but I guess I could figure that part out. Where the high score is basically if your score is bigger than the current high score, then add that to it. This was working, so I just haven't got that far yet. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Hi. This game doesn't have a 308 bits. Jeez. Oh, in the demo version? Oh, I see, yeah. If you had a leaderboard thing, you can... We need also to add name input and stuff, so maybe not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how competitive this game is supposed to be. I mean, we got something like this. I don't think this is the next esport. To have a whole leaderboard. I mean, I could have the arcade, yeah, the arcade of like put in your 3-letter acronym for your high score. But I just feel like that's a little weird. I guess I can put your high score time and then have a list of the best top whatever you did, I guess. Of it, I guess, yeah. A little bit oops. I'm loving this now. Can't get over this now. Somebody saw a video on Derpy Snowfall. That'd be a highlight. That'll be 15 minutes of fame of that. That'd be great. Yeah. Still little things here and there. You saw like the game sort of still plays for like a half second before going on here. Still a lot of things. I'm you know me. I'm too perfectiony. Too much of a perfectionist. That's like, this needs to be here. Still stuff that's like, it looks not quite right. So there's still stuff that's like, doesn't really matter in the grand scale stuff, but still wanna see if I can fix it. So okay, so that's kind of the overview. What do you think? I know we still got, see if I can open that. Where's my bubble blur? Beep. So I'm gonna open my, oh yeah, that was, can open my file export. Okay. Okay. So here's that notepad thing. Some things I was able to actually cross off, so that was nice. So working on the cutscene. We worked on the Toon animation, and then a button to maybe replay the cutscene on the title screen. Maybe. I don't know. I want to add like some sort of miscellaneous things or something. Like a button on the main menu of like something like miscellaneous. Or maybe like in the options. But first I was like, oh, I'll just have something in the options and then have some other miscellaneous stuff buttons, and that goes to the screen where it has the intro, and maybe Over the Horizons trailer, if I can put that in. Because I want to save a lot of the gallery stuff for the goodie bag. So like the paid, not DLC, but like the paid extras bag of stuff, where I want to put the, that's right here too somewhere. Yeah, so I want to put the art book, which I'm making of, and then a music playlist and Grandstaff PDFs basically. So this is a little wrong. July X, and then maybe August. There we go. I don't know. Because I got stuck on trying to get the, because when you played a game, I got stuck on the snowballs not doing their animations. Like it was working like at the beginning of the month, but like this animation wasn't working. So I was working on that for the longest time, trying to get this to actually be connected. So I actually had my dad sit down with me. I asked him to like, please help me. I can't. What am I missing? So I had my dad sit down, and we went through a bunch of different things, cleaned up some stuff, cleaned up some code, and got this to actually work again. So still not perfect. It doesn't actually recharge her values back up, but at least it's connected, so I can probably now work on that part. But yeah, so that took like, you know, a whole afternoon of fixing something that was already working. So that meant that I couldn't really work on something new, like any of this stuff. So that's not part of that. So that's all that. Title screen, we got that pretty much set up. I like putting like halfways into things. Like I like working halfway into something and then be like, cool, I'm gonna work on something else. You know, I don't know what kind of sort of ADHD, kind of like, cool, okay, got that done, let's move on. Okay, now we're gonna work on the shop. Okay, now we're did. I added one thing, let's go back. Okay. You know, I don't like sit down and be like, I'm gonna work on the title screen and that's gonna be front to back. You know, I never really worked like that. Even with the animations with the cutscene, I kind of got halfway into it, and then, you know, if I replay it, like the animation is like halfway there. There we go. So I scripted this morning to be able to load this and then load the cutscene. So not only this is moderately, some of it animated, some of it not. Yay. And then that, and then it cuts to here. So, but at least now I can say that this is being worked on. And then, yeah, we'll do, okay, so title screen, Derpy close your eyes, and then, or Derpy is close. Derpy's eyes follow cursor or finger. Or when selecting buttons. I think that'd be easier. I guess you could have like some sort of a mouse or a touchscreen drag and then have her kind of look around. That's the same kind of input style as just a hover, not click mouse thing. I'll have to figure that part out. Yeah, why don't I just include the entire Sunny's Dream into this game? Is that what you're saying? Or I could put a link into it or something. But that's kind of what the credits kind of do. Is that if you go to the credits and then this opens a web browser. And then I should put the game in here. I just never got around to adding the game. I want to add like a game section in here. So there's my email, and then I also wanted like Redbubble to also be. I want to add merch to be able to do this. Let's put that into here as well. So that's sort of a little different from the itch.io, but it's kind of connected. So I also want to do a Redbubble, which does shirts, buttons. You can set it up so it's one design and then set that design up to be on like 30 different SKUs. So to print that onto a shirt or onto a button or to a sketchbook or a blanket or pants, but it'd be the same design artwork that you can choose where it goes onto. So it's nice and flexible there. So some sort of merch for stuff, I guess. And then have a button, I guess, in the... They want a button to get to Redbubble? My idea is that you would just click on the credits, and then that would take you to the website, and then from there you would peruse. And I guess I can add a... I don't want to like put every, you know, like what do? Do you put every social media? Do you put every thing? You know, do I put the itch.io site that you found it on? Do I put the, you know, otherwise there's this huge list of like all these links. So yeah, I just left it as this, and then you go to the website and that has everything, because that also has the where was I? Chrome. To get to here. So yeah. Yay. Yeah. Okay. But the merch and the art book and all that's not done yet. I haven't even done the music yet, which is one of these. Here's the musics. Okay. So do trailer button in the credits? Or the I want that miscellaneous button as well. So some sort of misc button. And then that'll have the cutscene video. And then we'll take this and put it in here. And then maybe some sort of button to take you to the itch.io site again that you found it on? I don't know. To purchase the goodie bag. And then a Redbubble button to buy merch. Because the game itself, like all of the game that I've been developing, is going to be free. But it'd be nice to have something so that when you want to support me, then at least you get something out of it as well. On your end, as like you're purchasing something, I guess, rather than it just being a tip jar. A tip jar is available as well on the itch.io. You can, when you download the game, there's a button to be like, would you like to give a tip? Because this game is free, but so just adding other stuff that's optional for you guys, but rather just be available and then make it enticing in some way. I know. Okay. I play other games, so I was saying creator. Okay. Yeah, that'll cover this. Is what you're saying. Is that'll to get the itch.io to play the Sunny stream. I'll put that in just so it'll be clear. And to purchase reading back. There we go. Okay. So tutorial screen. We have to work on that. How much do you feel? Because I want it to be not too much. Either. Because there's obviously there's a million different types of tutorials. And how they do what works the best, you know, format wise, and people learn different ways. Because I was thinking, I think it's in here, is that I have a couple sketches, I think, of this, where this will be like an inside of the screen. There'd be like a little box inside the screen that has pictures, and then it shows the different methods, and then a text to say, use these buttons, and then Derpy ball jumps, and then another screen, don't get hit by the rock, and then it shows a rock and something, collect bits to buy hats, and then I don't know. Okay. Having some text fade in that says tap to jump when the game starts for a few seconds would be enough. I can add... Yeah. I just want to make sure that there was some sort of manual in some way. Like a reference guide, basically. Other games have that, where it's just like you're able to, at any time later, view the manual. I can add it so, if what you're saying is a tap to jump or something. Like at the beginning of a Mario and Luigi game, they always like teach you how to jump on a battle. There'd be like a Goomba, and then there'd be like Toad saying, "Watch out, Mario," and like the whole game pauses. Right before you jump on him, Mario jumps on a Goomba in Mario Luigi, and then the game pauses, and then Toad's like, "Wow, you should press A now," and then that happens. So that's a little more handholdy. That I'm thinking. I have ideas. Yeah, I can. So, yeah, when the game starts, you'll have her. And then, whoa, okay. Hang on, Flash, you got this. And then some sort of, I would have to like program a rock to make sure that that's the first thing that appears. Because otherwise, it could be something else. So I'll have to add instances. And then, or maybe it doesn't load until you press it. Like some sort of, so I want it to be some sort of red thing or something to say, you know, of this area, you know, press either, I'll have to add 2 different versions, but like something like press to jump or something. Or the pictures, the icons. So add a little keyboard and then a mouse of the buttons. And then this be like in a bubble or something. And then these will like flash or something, I guess. And Because otherwise, it's easier with the phone version to just say, you know, use your big fingy and then tap on it, burp, burp, you know, and then this be a bubble. But teaching them that is like, you can press spacebar, enter, or left click to be able to jump. Be able to tell them that is what I want to do, you know. Huh. Does it not warrant a full tutorial? That's what I was saying. It was just the basics of jumping, avoiding the rocks, and then using the bits and what they are, and then using the bits to then go into the shop, and then understanding that process or what those features are. 'Cause that's about it, really. There's not really other things that happen. So, yeah. I think something like this would work in a just, you know, this would just be the version dependent OS. So I think I can either do a check to see what OS you're using, or I'll have to manually go in and swap these buttons out or something. Or it could just be a big word that just says jump. And then once you jump, then it's like, yay, and then that disappears. And then this whole, all of this will just disappear then after that. Oh, I get it. Mod Pie would like the rocks. Yes. Finally got it. Would you rather, like, all of these tutorials only, obviously you only want it to show only if you... Well, you want to only see this once, right? You wouldn't want that every time. So his name is on the Brownie Show. Is that like a, sounds like a podcast. What is it? Is it spelled that exactly? Can I look that up? I'm seeing it the regular way. No E. What are you guys? They play games, streaming. Oh, they're streamers. Okay, game streamers. Okay. Interesting. A YouTube channel with streams? Okay. I'll have to add... Well, that's really cool. Thanks for letting me know. There was another person that I saw. Oh yeah, check it out. From June 9th. Okay. They're not playing it for a while. I'm just scrolling through the everything here. Oh, there we go. Cool, out of a 2-hour stream, they start playing it like an hour in. An hour and 22 minutes in, they start playing it. That's awesome, though. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll see what they think, and that might help. Looks like they stopped. I don't think they do a full playthrough. They just do one. They do that. They get to an ending. They see that there's multiple endings, and then they stop. So it's not a full playthrough. Okay, that's good enough, though. How popular are they? I'm trying to pause it. At least the YouTube channel has 200 subscribers. With this one got 34 views. All right. Any attention's good attention, so that's good. All right. How'd you find this then? I'm always surprised when people find. I think YouTube has some sort of new algorithm, especially on YouTube Shorts. They just kind of go on whatever's the topic that you're doing or whatever you're interested in. And then if it's like, well, we found someone who has 0 subscribers and 1 view, would you like to watch this? And it's like, I guess that's good for the... Instead of being sent, you know, the mega people. So that's good. The mega celebrities all the time to be able to get the anyone else. Where? Let's see what this would look like So do the same thing. I could probably just copy this here, go level 1, paste this in. So we'll change this to be jump. Oh, where'd my exclamation mark go? Let's not get rid of that, and then change this. Maybe it could just be in the center? Like that. And we'll call this tut intro or something. Jump in intro. So we'll have this. Don't worry about it being sideways. That's one of those workarounds where I had to set up the camera to be rotated so that the ground will actually be looking sideways. What I want is to... Where? What? I want to just rotate it. Where's my translation? What? Layout? Transform? There it is. -8. We'll do that. Okay. So I think what we can do is have this be here and then script it in a way where if you jump, then it goes away, basically. So, and then never show it again. So what we could do is go to level 1, and then, oops, I made a new thing instead. So we'll add a new component to the variables with this jump intro. We'll add a new onReady. I don't know where to put it. I have too many things. Okay, so we'll put it at onReady var. We'll just call it the same thing. And that is a rich text label. And that equals this. So now I have something I can code. And so later, onReady, if, well, I guess I could put it on Derpy's. No. How do I do this? Because there's no way in here. I'll have to, might have to code this inside of, I guess I can add a new, I'll have to figure out how to get, because level 1 doesn't know that Derpy jumped. So I have to go into Derpy and just her and add a new variable in here to say has jumped. Some sort of new has jumped equals false. And then onReady for when you do a jump. Got so many things here. Physics process, rotation, if not on floor velocity. Here's the jump. So we can put it here. So we can put the has jumped is equal to true. So hopefully this works. But I have to go back and forth if this particular position doesn't work. So this says that we add a new variable, has jump equals false. So at the start it's false, and then once you jump, then has jump equals true. We go into level 1. We got rid of the... We didn't get rid of it. We just have the reference to the variable that we want to remove. And then in the on ready, we have a new if that says if derpy ball dot has jumped equals true, what do we want to do? We want to say the jump intro, we want it to hide, so we can do dot hide, and then elif just pass, just to do nothing, I guess. Oh, you can't do that. Right? Now how do you do, let's do else, and then it's okay. There we go. Will this work? I don't know. It'll probably do that every single time though, so I have to put that into like a save thing as well. But at least we can check to see if this, in theory, works. Let's see. What do you got? I'm scared of good ideas. Okay. Maybe good idea. If you beat a level, I don't think you can do that. You can unlock the Mine 6 like Twilight, Apple, Jack, and all the rest. Okay. I was thinking of adding like a Rainbow Dash hat. We could do that. Problem is that I'm about to create every single version of them. That'd be fun. But I think we just have like some small cosplay and just have her hair or something change. Or wear a hat that's like, you know, like a Disney World kind of like Mickey Mouse hat on top that just has like her, what am I thinking of? I don't know, some sort of pony MLP hat. Like, cosplay is more fun if you want to add that many hats. Yeah, some sort of, yeah, here we go, something like this. If I get it to show up, load the image, there you go. This is perfect. Yeah, just one of these. Is that showing up? Yeah, okay. Something like this, I guess, and she's just wearing some sort of cute pony hat that just has her face or head or something on it. Yeah. Yeah. Just thinking about how cute this would be. And then do this for the main 6 or something, and then leave it at that. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this works. So we got jump, and then that stays on forever. And now I'm gonna hit jump, and then go away. I need to figure out more code. Let's see. Maybe it's self.hide. Let's see. I'm gonna put a print just to see if it's getting to this point. This is how you can debug it if something's not working. Is true. Sometimes this doesn't work, or it needs to be somewhere else. I probably need to save every scene just to make sure. And then I'll check, because if that's not connecting, I can get to here and then check in here, and if I say jump, yeah, okay, so it doesn't log is that, and then that, okay, so this is not getting called because it's part of the ready, it's part of this. So yeah, this is what takes forever, is like, I thought I would just put this in and it would just work. But because this isn't running, this whole function is not working on the level 1, And it's only not turning on because let's put a new print to see. There's other ways to do this, like you can put little red dots to see, have to code, like you can debug the game by playing it, and then this will say stop at this line particular, and then you can look up a whole bunch of different things, like these stack variables, and then see like where your breakpoints are, and then check it to see if something's not working. So this is let's check if something's not right. So we will debug it to see exactly where. Okay, so nothing's there. Jump. Ah! We got the game to crash, so that's fun. Okay, so oh, I put the brake park in. Oh wait. Oh well, yeah. By putting the little red dot means it'll stop at that point. So I can press F10 and it'll show me the next frame basically. So I did do this, I think. I can see. So this is where the variables are. So I can see if has jump has done anything. It's not exported. Was exported. Maybe I can put it as an export. Oh, has jump. There it is on. So it is on. And then we can go to the Derpy ball has jumped. This is running. So it should be running that it's true. And if I keep going, then it just keeps going. Moving slide is not in global position. Where are we? We moved over to a different file. Let's restart the game and see. Just so we can see it in real time instead. Okay, so we're gonna read through all of this. Jump. Derpy wall has jumped, but the text is not hiding. Probably because some other thing is going on instead. Where were we? We were just in the ready. I guess I could put it into a different function, I guess. What would work better? I wonder if there's a better way to say. I guess we could just do. Am I getting the right thing? It should be okay. The jump intro element is in level 1, which is in this section here. So I'm not going into a different thing or whatever. Derpy ball is the global, so that means I can do fancy stuff with that. And then I guess I can. I don't know if I can do a .q free, which doesn't really change things too much. I've been using Gemini just because ChatGPT has a limit on some stuff, and Gemini seems to be more tolerable. And yeah, I don't know if this will work. I almost need to have an extra set of ways to know. So know that it's jumped. I want to have it so it knows. I want to do an at export var. And you can't do it like that. Why not? At export. You can't say what it is in here. So you got to go to level into your inspector. And then I got this jump intro, which equals jump intro instead. So that's being exported. What if I need to put this into a function instead? Instead of just on the onReady. I could put No, I can't put this into the game manager. The game manager would know. I guess I could put it into the game manager and then have the derpy ball and the snow. I wonder if I had to do. Is this like a signal thing as well? Oh man. Oh boy. Because it's possible that this is like a signal thing where something like this, where it knows some of these things, or a custom one. Because I'm trying to say something else is happening. I could change this has jump variable into the game manager instead, which is really dumb. Because it could just be inside of the derpy ball instead. So we'll take it out of here, and then because sometimes some of these other things are here though. We'll take it. Yeah, well, let's see what kind of variable has jump is. It's not really an export. Guess we could do that as an onReady var. It's changing what kind of variable it is could work. At least we can see what that does. Yeah, I've asked ChatGPT for like, or Gemini, like 99% of my code. So, I understand the basics, but it's like how to wire this in a way to be correct is it's a little hard. See, I got these jump allow and rotate allow are also in here, or in the game manager. So if I go back to ball, it's gonna get upset because I'm using a different. Wait, it's not inside the game manager. Let's go back to ball. Ball needs to know game manager dot has jumped. Wait, it didn't like autocorrect it. We're gonna copy that. Derpy ball. Yeah. By doing it that. Well, let's see if this works, and then if game manager jump is true, then do that, and then in the level, we'll see if. How does that as signal? And then we don't need derpy ball that's jump is true, because we just need the game manager that has jump equals if it is true or not, then to delete itself. At least this is a different rewiring of it. But if it doesn't work like as intended anyway, then yeah, okay. So we know that derpy ball has jumped. We're just trying to pass it on as a variable for the other thing to know to just delete itself. And it's still gonna be there. Oh, it's gone here. It's on the reload, it's gone. What? Like I gamed over, now it's gone. Reload. I mean, that's sort of what I wanted. What if it turns off after you pass the first obstacle? Okay. Where are we? Level 1. We can get rid of this, and then how does it know when I do an obstacle? It would be when you gain a point. I don't know where that is. It would be Spawn. And nodes to do that. Now to spawn obstacles. It'd be when you add a point. So it'd be, I can't search in full screen or at all. Okay. So it's part of the add score or add op score. Okay. So I have a function where this is, there's also obstacle, game manager, op score, pair spray, game manager. This is the function where if we add, this is just adding it. And so if we put it into the add obstacle, this is the if not obstacle was hit and has not scored yet, and the global position is less than the scoring X threshold, then add a score and has scored is true. So we can put this in here. This is like every single time this happens though. And if game manager dot has jumped, which we're inside of obstacle, then jump intro cue free else pass, and then another else pass. We just don't need that many. It's getting upset because jump intro, this is game manager dot jump intro, or has jumped. Well, this is actually, no, okay, now this won't work because I need to get it to know which of the elements this is. This doesn't know what jump intro is, so that's because I need to go into the level to copy this. Level doesn't need to know this, right? Because we're getting rid of it from here. The game manager wants to know it, right? Or the level. Where did I put the... Where did I paste the... I thought I added into the... I thought I put it here. Did I put it in an obstacle? I put it here. Okay. And then the obstacle doesn't know what my jump intro is unless I put it as this and then say that it's a what? Well, that's not gonna know it either because it's gonna be part of the, yeah, it might have to be a signal. A signal is a way to tell two different things what's going on. And I'm so bad at just coding that in that I'm not sure how to do that properly. Like to do a signal, you have to do somebody's on functions and then add some of these and then add an instance on one file, but then the receiving one has to have another type of function, and then it's like one of the more complicated things that I'm still struggling with. I've done this a bunch, but it's like every time I've done it, I've never just done it myself. So I think that's where this is starting to mess up. So what we can do is leave this alone. And then once I can just sit down and think about it, I think that'll work. Raven Wise, do you want this? Now that we try to sort of figure this out. I was also trying to figure out whether or not I want the tutorial button to be at the bottom, because that's sort of what this whole thing is also trying to say. So if you click the tutorial button, which breaks, it's supposed to go to the tutorial screen. On tutorial button, press change to tutorial. Yeah, that's, yeah. Welcome, Irish. Are you a real coder? Do you think you can help? What I was trying to work on just now that I kind of just gave up on was let's see. I had this rich text screen that's on the level, and okay. Oh, this, well, no. Oh, this jump intro itself is not here anymore. So we'll just get rid of that for now. Or, yeah, because this jump intro is not part of, well, it's here, but I need to not make it an export. Maybe it just needs to be just an on-ready var. And then don't need to add that, but into the inspector of level 1. Alright. Or an obstacle. Obstacle is not a thing I can do, but it's not ready, so I can say it's part of level 1. So is that what I want? What? It's not really a fun, it's not really a scene. This is just a text. I got something dumb. I could just make it an animation and then have it just, after like a couple seconds, just disappear. Like a WarioWare where it's just like jump and then fades out the text and then you go boop 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 and then it's done. Something like that. So still need the reference to it in the level then. So we'll get rid of the references to these has jumps. Just gotta get rid of that. And wherever we had, I don't know. We still got that. We still got this. So we'll get rid of these. Ugh. Okay. So what we'll do is add a animation player to the jump intro. New animation. We'll just call it start. Where it dies, basically, over time. And we want it to modulate the color, which has an alpha. So we'll have this here. And then after 4 seconds, it'll then have a key. And then another key. Move these over. On this key, it'll have a value of alpha. Die. Maybe a little faster. Jump. Shoo. Okay. Welcome, Eric. How you doing? I'm trying to code this jump text. Tried to do it in a different type of way, but I think this can work. Let's add a... I try to code it so it'll just... Try to code it so that it would just do it once you hit the key. That wasn't quite working because it needed a signal or something. So instead, I'm just going to do it my way, where instead... I'm going to have the text itself do a little jump to be like a little blah blah. So this needs to be way faster. Do way faster. And then jump. And after that, this key goes back down and then kind of settles with this key back. Jump. So that's the easy part. You saw all the mess with all the coding stuff to be like, how do I do this? So doing this, jump. That's easy. Let's make it like a second shorter. Let's make it to like 3 seconds. And then let's see. See you. Who's going? Oh, Cookie's leaving. Okay. If not, let's have a good stream. Okay. See you, Cookie. Thank you so much. You're a good helper. Yeah, I'll see if I can make a demo of this in the next week or so, and then let you give your critiques on it. But okay. So right now I'm gonna see if I can get that animation to play of what we just did. So we will need to recreate what I did before, where I needed the onReady var, which would be the jump intro, which will be a... Is it still a rich text? I guess. Well, I want the animation of it. So this will be the animation player. So this will be the jump animation, which will be the animation player. This guy. And then onReady, I can say what it is. We can call it the jump animation. Beep. Okay. And so onReady, we can have the jump animation dot play, and we'll say start, and then that's it. I mean, every single time you play it, it'll do it. So I guess I can add another function to have it so it doesn't do it every time, but plays it and then disappears. That's it. So I can code that. That was easy. Let's see if it reloads. Yeah. So I need some sort of other variable to say, store that as a value or some sort of thing to say, oh, you already know that you're supposed to jump. How's that? I could probably speed that up or something. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, the new live-action pony movie in like 2 years or something. Or is it next year? Or that's when the Zelda movie is coming out, like in 2 years. We know more about the Zelda movie than the pony movie. Yeah. I mean, there's so many different avenues the live action movie could take, you know. Will it be just a Sonic movie where a cartoon horse comes to the real world? Because it has to be live action, so that kind of does limit it into being that there has to be some sort of live action element. So that does mean that there will be some human world. What would be fun is some sort of like Wrestle Girls, just live action, just it could just be super campy, you know, just being like how the first movie wasn't that serious. It would kind of play with the tropes, you know. Maybe just something. Probably be something new characters, because now we're kind of... It's hard to know whether or not we're actually done with G5. You know, what kind of series this will be, if it'll be something new. I don't know. Because I doubt that it'll actually be, you know, G4 characters. Because that's how it's run. I don't think they'll go back to G4, even though it's obviously the most popular and everyone, you know, fans would want it. But I feel like it'll either just be G5, maybe, or they're doing a new generation. It'll be G6 and it'll start off something like that. The G5 started out so strong that it's just so sad that how G5 ended up. That they went too ambitious with like, oh, we'll have 2 series after a full-length movie that probably blew their budget, that they weren't able to compete with its own self, you know. The 3D series of G5 wasn't technology-wise as rendered the same way with this like the same amount of high specs that the movie was. And then it just had this 5-minute series cartoons on YouTube, and it's like, okay. You know, it's like, are these supposed to be supplemental to the Netflix 3D series? It just got all confusing, and it's like, what's the timeline? Am I supposed to, like, there are arcs where like some characters, you know, they, like Izzy gets a flying machine, and I guess that appears later in the 2D cartoon, and it's like, am I supposed to watch that? You know, and it's like, where's who, what? So I myself got too overloaded with like having to keep up with everything that I eventually just dropped it. I was like, I can't follow this. This is too much to then handle. Like, whoa, there's too much content and like 2 different styles, and I was like, what? So I wasn't able to continue watching it. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm done. I think this game will have some fame in 25. Thank you. Is it Meredith like a human? What is Lyra? Unless you're talking about in the game over screen, because I can show that. But I'm on a hot streak. Come on. Maybe it has makes no sense. Quest Girls live action might make more sense. Yeah, Quest Girls live action might be the most plausible, but I feel like they'll do something else, and it'll take forever for people to warm up to it. Yeah, all the ponies, everyone will be, it'll just be blue screen Chris Pratt playing against himself as every pony. Ugh. It's me. Twilight Sparkle. I love reading books. So yeah, I don't know, honestly. And how long do we have to wait? Is it like next year or whenever? Is there like a release date? So many words to MLP movie live action release date. 2025? Well, I guess we don't have to wait too long. It's already rated PG. Upcoming live action. Ads. Stop. So much ads. Okay. Upcoming live action animated comedy film. Okay. Based on a popular television Friendship is Magic? What? Is this real? Where am I? Oh, I'm part of Movie Ideas Wiki. Okay. That's not real. Let's go to real. Okay. Okay. According to Variety, Amazon MGM Studio and Hasbro Entertainment developing a live action. Yep. Okay. Due to so much fluff. What Pony is 1980s. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a Cocomelon movie coming out soon. Don't see a date. But either way. Huh. Yeah, this is just a fluff to add more paragraphs so you get more ads. Oh yeah, did that Smurf movie come out? I'm seeing all the other stuff going on. I'm trying to look up. Yeah, them toys. I hate articles like this where it's like, you want to know what about this movie? Huh. You want to learn about what this movie is? Well, back in 1980, it's like, just, I had to skip through this car ad to be able to see what this has been. The first live action for, yeah, okay. Ad, and more cars. Did you know they also make Transformers? Yeah, well, there's nothing. There's nothing. We don't know anything. But yeah, this is definitely a thing to have Hasbro dip in there. More than just the Transformers movies, I guess. They want the... Well, they had that... Does that Transformers G.I. Joe crossover ever happen? Did that release? Because that was like it's supposed to be a big thing, right? Where they tease like G.I. Joe at the end of a Transformers movie. And it's like, oh, this is the next cinematic, you know, biggest crossover ever, you know. But I guess not. Or maybe, I don't know. If I'm gonna get articles like what I just read now, I'm not gonna know. Yeah, Chris Pratt's gonna be Garfield and Garfield 2 The Garfining. That's real. Well, not that title. But a new Garfield sequel is already announced. Spike. It's Chris Pratt through the entire movie. Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito's narrator. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm done coding today. We got pretty far. We added more text than I thought I would. I guess I could add more hats. And then everything else that I wanted to do. Figure out the tutorial, but I guess we kind of got that set up where it's just like, just press jump, and then, yeah. Let's see, what else to do? We got this sort of happening. Not really. There we go. Play again to shop defensive, everything else there. Figure out the tutorial. All these musics. So I guess I don't need the game over. So that's being replaced with the slower version. So we'll yeah, don't need that anymore. Sound effects, I did add the pops. Obstacles I could add. Maybe Derpy have some sort of like, wow. I want to add like some sort of like start sound for level 1. Some sort of like whistle, like a purr. I don't know if that'll get annoying. That'll probably get annoying. Add more hats. Have missions to unlock hats. Because right now it's just... I didn't... Oh yeah. These are unlocked, so they don't have the amount yet. So this is all just random. Random values at this point. I think these are like, you know, whatever I had them. I don't know, I had this one at 50. Doesn't need to be 50. I'll change that. But make the missions to have different bits amounts and different missions of jumping over amount of times and reaching night mode a certain amount of times. I think we were going to add little hats where it would be each of the main 6 would have their own sort of hat that Derpy would wear, like on top of her head. We're going to add like, because that'll already be like 6 more already to what I have. And I had plans to add like different crowns as well. So this will fill up pretty fast. I guess I can get rid of some of these duplicate versions and just have like one style for each. I don't really like this beanie. This beanie's weird. Guess I could have multiple pages, which means I have to figure that part out as well. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm not trying to say no, but no, that I've already have a queue, I guess, of more I want to do already. So yeah. Oh boy. What did I want? I want hat types. So new hats will be. So we're gonna add those main 6 hats. Whoa. Okay. Main 6. I think I also wanted sunglasses you suggested last time. And yeah, go ahead, Irish. This would be a perfect time to suggest that. Oh, that's for something else. Okay. I was like, I don't think Katy Perry's gonna be a nice hat. Maybe some more crowns for like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or something. Silver and platinum's kind of the same color, but I guess I can just have the super crown, but not that kind of super crown. Something I don't know what to call it. The outstanding, you know, one of those kind of things. Have some sort of animation once you unlock it. Right now there's no animation. You just click it and all this goes away until like looking like that. So I want to add some sort of polish there. There's a lot of glitches. So I had to clean up some glitches. And then all of the itch.io stuff of making a new web page basically for that. Okay. So these are things I've did complete. So, and then version 1.1 will have some sort of stuff. Yeah, I suggested more hats. And then some more stuff. Like a loading. I don't think I need a loading screen if I just have the scene transition be long enough that it can load everything. And a couple more obstacles or something. Yeah. So, did I miss the Irish Godot? Did I miss the suggestion for the hat? With your comments, or did you give up? So what I can do is like have an initial upload of the game, and then afterward, because I'll probably have the game up on itch.io, and then as an initial version, and then sometime later, like 1 or 2 weeks later, I can work during that time to add more to it and then make that the definitive version or whatever. So something like that. What means like next live stream we'll probably get a good idea by then. Okay, yeah, that'll be perfect then. So that during that time you can think of some good hats, and I will too. And yeah. Okay. Let's party. Let's see. Wow. Otherwise, I think we're good. Still a lot to do. When will this get uploaded for an initial version? I don't know. You saw how tricky trying to get that one jump animation to actually run. But I think it's a signal thing, but I just don't know how to do that process too easily. So that's why I kind of gave up and did not really a cheat way, but at least just a way to have it actually work as I wanted. So, but yeah, there we go. Speaking of horses, would you want me to do a little play of Uma Musume? Because I wanted to do a little bit of that actually. Been playing that a couple days. Just to do like some quick gameplay of that, I guess. Instead of toaster time, just doing some of the Uma Musume, the pretty derby phone game. Play that for a bit, I guess. Let's go end, and then I'll set that up. Okay. Probably should close a couple of these applications, or just make sure that they're all saved. Don't have to necessarily close them, but I can. Oh yeah, my Toon crashed. That's right. Steam. Let's see if I can get this in. I think I have to do this in picture windowed view. When it's awesome, mute it. It's full screen. I'm trying to set it up. Can I change? Oh, I guess whatever. I'm trying to make it small. Thanks. I got so many carrots. I just don't like I can't get to the menu immediately. Stamina gets a good for long races. Okay, thanks. More carrots. Okay. Windowed. There you go. Try to resize it. Can't make it shorter. Nah, I gotta. It's gotta be exact aspect ratio. I see. I could do this. Something like that. So what I want to do is be able to see you guys. You know, your chat. I can't really see you. Let's see. I don't know what you're saying. Okay. Ugh. I'm just setting things up. I didn't really plan this out too much. I thought I would just be able to change the aspect ratio of this and it'll work. So my bad. Oh well. I want to do more options. Yeah, turn up the commentary. I hate that. We're turning that part off. Okay. What should we do? We got stuff. Yeah, have you guys heard of this game? Let's see. Yeah, this would be what the Equestria Girls live action will look like. I want to be able to see you guys. Might have to do this and then video display screen unlock display screen. Or did I lock it? There we go. There we go. Hey, got it. Okay. We're good. We're just take a little breather now with this. Horse girls. I guess this is kind of like a one of those club animes in a way where it's like all these horse girls are part of track team. Gonna turn their voices down a little further. Let's see. So I've only really trained Mati, we're gonna call her that, a couple times. Guess we can scout, get some more horse girls. I never get used to like just how much stuff is going on. You see on my game is like I just got like 2 buttons and I guess sometimes they work. This is like overloading of like what am I looking at? Am I just getting old? But it's like this is overbearing of just how much stuff is on screen right now. What am I looking at? Is there details? No. Feature trainees, you. So I want, who is this? What's her name? Biwa? So much is going on. A Sunset Shimmer Hat? I feel like if I start doing secondary characters, then where's the line? I have, what am I looking at? Yeah, this is a phone game. It's just being essentially emulated on the Steam version. Otherwise, you guys don't want to see me play this through a camera looking at a phone. So, I guess I got enough to just do this, I guess. Unless I'm wasting my carrots. I only got like 20 today, so I don't know. This took 1,000. Blech. Yeah, go, go, go. Oh, that was a gold? Woo. Another gold. Woo, 3 gold. That means something. Blech. It's like, ah! So we get bonus stars of that character, and I want to call this like a chess piece, but it's like something else that... Is it a trophy? I don't know. Get 1 star. Blech. Mayo! Oh yeah, see, you don't get that little silver trophy. So some of them... Well, wait, you're also a 2-star? So I've only played this for like a couple hours. Oh, we got another Mati. Yay! Okay. Good. Trophy. I'm not supposed to learn what all these things is going on in here. Notice Kura. King Halo, is that a good? I guess I'll feel... Whoa! Got 10-star and 3 trophy thingies. Is this trophy thingy usable with all of them? A 2-star though. Okay. I feel like there's only like 20 horse girls. Air Groove. Yeah, you are new. Okay. New to me. And you get 10-star characters. Level 2-star. Wow. Okay. Now the thing is I want to know is if I already have some of these characters, does it replace or improve the ones that I have? Like, I don't know, like why did I do this? Is this the only way to get new ones? Suda that guy. I got What did I get? Did I get like air drive? What was that? Oh, I got a Steam achievement. I got so many Umas. Clever way of adding gambling. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for any of this. Because that's the thing, is that there's gonna be another of these types of games, you know. Like there's the Pokemon trading card game that I got into, and I was like, cool. You know, I really gotta. There's gonna be a second version of it, or you know, something else that's gonna be cool later on. So I was like, I don't want to pay for each individual of these to try and complete it or not. I guess we could do another one of these with a different version. See you next week, or maybe tomorrow. Probably next week. We'll do another stream. Maybe of my game, maybe of something else. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna finish. Haru. But yeah, see you, Jed. Thank you. Okay, so bonus 5 character star 1 trophy. Yeah, I'll have to see what the. Oh, die one. Now, why was that special? It's because I get 10 character stars? Which is only a 2 star. Is it more than 2 star? I haven't got more than that. Top Gun? Okay. So that's good because they're 2 star. So you're 1 star and you just got the silver text. I'll try to figure this out. Nice nature. Okay. Yay, Machi. Alright. Whoa. Grass Wonder? I think they're all named after real horses, is also the fun part. Also learned that their little ribbons or like little accessories, if it's on one ear, then like the real horse was a male. I forgot which way it is. But yeah, some of the little ribbons in their horse ears determines whether or not the real life horse was a male or female or something. Yeah. So what did I get? I got no new character, but I guess I got more. Oh, you get the little silver trophies. Which I think is for enhancing? Hello? It's part of one of these things. Oh god. There we go. Wasn't clicking. So here's all the characters that I have. So if I wanted to I just want to see. So I need 15 shoes. I have 300,000 monies, but I don't think there's a shop where I could just buy this stuff. Unless I buy carrots? But I don't know. I feel like there's... With the Pokemon trading card game, there was the regular stuff you can buy at a shop. And then there was an exclusive paid-only version of the shop where you can get exclusive stuff. I feel like there's no shop in here. It's just kind of like you just do stuff and then you get items and then you have basic items and then you convert them into better items. I don't know. So one of these uses... Okay, this one uses the character star things. And then... Let's use the one I've been using, Mati. See... Okay. So I don't have enough star pieces, so I need to do more. I would at least need to do more of the... Oh! Thank you, Overrise. How much is that? I'm trying to grab the... MX Mexican $10. Well, thank you. I know you're already supporting me with the YouTube membership, but that's definitely going above and beyond. Is that to pay for some... Want me to buy some carrots in here or something? Oh boy. But thank you. Let's see. So I did, yeah, I did do more recruiting or scouting. I did do more scouting, and then hopefully I get more of Mati, and then if I get 50, then I can get an extra star on her, and then that star will then do something, I guess, to these stats. And there's also skills. And I guess I have to do that for every character. Why does this one got a horseshoe? Can I do one star unlock? Do I have enough? Oh, I have enough stuff to... Wow. Okay. We'll see what this does. Sure. Am I choosing one of these? Oh, okay. I see. It's going from level 1 to level 2 of this skill. So during a race, I think this is what happens. So moderate increase acceleration in any attempt to move up on a corner late race. And the races are, I think, are auto scroller. You can't really do anything during the race, so you gotta like make sure that their stuff's good. Oh look! Oh, it also set up their. I never heard of G plus, but I guess it's a lower grade than F. This will also upgrade their lotter stuff, but I should be able to a lot for everything. That's pretty good. So I've got enough of recruiting her star stuff. So that's mean there's no such thing as too much muscle. Yeah. Cool. So okay. And I guess I definitely scouted her a lot, so that's why I was able to do her. What do you got? You got... what's the difference? What do you got? I can't do that. So this... Oh, I get it. So this is your base skills, and so when you do the races, it'll start out from these things instead, so I can get up to 1,000. And so... Yeah, oh, okay. I'm getting the gamblingness of like this. And it's like, okay, if I just do more scouts, then I can probably get more of the character stars, and then then I'll raise the numbers, and number go up. It's good. And it's like, oh, that means I can do better in the races and perform better to get more stuffs. Oh, okay. I want to use the silver trophies though. I don't know what that is. Trainee details. Okay, so they got stuff. So, what was the one I just upgraded? You. So you already have a level 2 of that, but you don't even have some of these things even unlocked. So I'll have to do the race career thing to be able to even have some of these unlocked, I guess. What's this map? I'm going somewhere. Doki doki. Yeah, it's got one fan, and it's me. She's a muscle enthusiast. Okie dokie. What would make... Hello. What would be a horse be in human world? Like a human... Yeah, the regular horse... Yeah, there's a lot of questions into this. I was thinking, like, how are horse girls created? I guess this is a weird way of saying it. Do like two regular animal human, not human horses to... do I not even have a lucky week? What? Have I never had a lucky week? Special week? What's her name? Special week. Lucky week? I don't know. Yeah. Make a MLP action. I might have Derpy. Derpy definitely should be like some... I mean, Derpy was in the 2017 movie, so I don't think we're gonna get more than that. Oh, okay. Exchange extras to get clovers. Trade in star pieces. Oh, if you have an excess of star pieces at some point, I guess. Star pieces can be converted into clovers. Clovers are very valuable and can be exchanged for items in the shop. Oh, okay. They can also be used to unlock new trainees or star unlock existing ones. Think carefully before converting them. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see. You love Derpy because of me? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's an honor. Yeah, the 2017 movie was pretty good. All things considered. What am I doing? I don't have any star pieces. Why don't I have star pieces? Oh. So I have these. What? Oh, I'm literally converting these ones that I have into the clovers. Oh, yeah, okay. So I better make sure that I'm not doing that. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. Yeah, let's scout for a trainer card. Support card. So there's more new support cards. There's this one. I don't know what the regular one is. We could just get one. Let's get one of these. These are also important. Hello. Smart Falcon is your name? Okay. Yeah, this is a regular one. But I do get exports thing. Let's do one more. Oh, here's Haru. Okay. The first film, like the 1980s or the 2017? They're all pretty good. Okay. Let's do like a quick team race and then that'll be it. I think those are... The team races are faster, I think. If I can read, I would note that this one says team race. My support bonus is plus 0.00. Oh! Let's edit. Let's put the one that we upgraded. What if we can auto-select? That's gonna be the same, isn't it? I need to know who... Can't do those yet. Who did I upgrade? It's the one with the donkey here, right? So... Do I have to literally go through and see which of these? Is this gonna be different? Why can't I do any one? Yeah. Like what? I thought I had more horses. Why can't I choose more than just these guys? Duplicate. Okay. Interesting. Okay. We'll just go with this just for showing it. Okay. And I think these are real people. Here we got Jude and Barry. I think last time I showed someone that was weaker than me. Oh, this is gonna get harder as I get ranked up. Oh no. Ugh. Having Splatoon flashbacks. Okay, what does E1 mean? That's a lot more. So I guess I can do you. Because you have half what I got. And then maybe we'll win. Can I change at this point? Okay, so I can do this because I have 5 RPs. And how many races? 5 races? I can add items. And some of these I don't even have yet. Yeah. I could add a Sunday though. What do we got? Pleasing Parfait. Raises if runners move to great. Can only be used in modes such as Steam Trials. Well, can I choose at what time or who it is? I don't want to do it. I think there was... I did this last night with the team race. I think someone was like really upset and they lost or something. So their mood matters as well. You gotta like take care of them. You don't have to like brush them. Is there like a brushing minigame that to unlock grooming. Oh boy. We'll just watch one to see what that's like and then skip it later. Yeah, their mood's great. Doing pretty well on those. Strategy, pace. Yeah, I never really did anything with this particular character, so Oliver's pretty base stats. But now I know that how to upgrade them. Besides doing them in a career, I guess. So, I think portrait's good. Okay. Yeah, turn off the commentary, because just listening to it, they like cut themselves off before they can finish their lines. It was really weird. It was like... It's like so fast paced, but then it's like the messages that the commentators say was like so long that they couldn't actually say their whole phrase. You see how fast some of this is. It's like they would have to be voice lines saying all of this, and it's like just oh, these are horses. Hi. Okay. Let's make it quiet, but at least I don't get oversensitized. Okay. Who are we? We're 4th out of 12, or we're just losing. Okay. Who are you? Oh, she's running out of stamina already. Yeah, she's so base level that I didn't train her. But there is a whole thing of like careers, and it's like after 3 years they get retired or something, but I think that's just the mode. I got scared that it was like permadeath kind of thing, where like after they do a career, they retire, and then you couldn't select them ever again. I thought that was the game, where it's like, oh, you just, you know, you use them a bit, and then you scout some more characters, and then that's how you regain, and you know, you scout more characters, and then you can start them from scratch, basically. I don't think that's the case. You could prove me wrong with that, I guess. Where it's like, you could do careers over and over with them, but it just means that after the 3 years, they retire, and then... Because there's a whole other, like, legacy thing, and you can go on... the tutorial for this went on for, like, an hour. 8? Ow. Draw? What do you mean? I got that many points. I rushed? I could rush 1 second times, dude. What rush? What do you mean? Ace bonus? Okay. Well, we'll try again next time. Yeah, we'll have to actually train these horse girls instead, I guess. Yay! Oh, it's raining now. Mood's normal. I guess if I had the parfait, I could feed her the parfait now? I don't know. I don't have one. Let's see. Switch 2 came out that day? Shipping year, I'm confused on that. Switch 2 came out like last month. Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen rain yet. This is... Yeah! Go, Haru. Bonk. Ooh, strong start. That means something. Can't we, like, do a rain check on this? This isn't right. I don't want to see my wet horse girls. This is wrong. They're wearing such pretty outfits. Oh, I rushed. No! I don't think I can do anything. I'm just leaning back. At this point, I'm not pressing any buttons. We're not quite winning. We're in 11th place right now. Still got a while to go. We're good. Oh, there's mud. Oh man. Yeah, I don't like seeing like this. This is weird. Gold Shot's doing a warning shot. Barry. Oh, that's the real life trainer. Okay. So I guess Gold Ship's doing a skill. So I guess as you level up, then you get more skills, and then level up those skills, and then that'll make it so you can something something good will happen. Is that my... No, that's not me. I'm Haru, right? So oh, whoa, whoa, look at that. Now day one. Ooh, what did I get? Yeah. You lost, but that's alright. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I guess it's just... The draw is just whether or not I win or lose the entire race? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm Daiwa. I don't know if there's anything I could do in the intermediate stuff. There's like a whole... The career mode is actually very intense and elaborate. I don't want to do it because it takes like 20 minutes. Longer if you actually spend the time to read everything. There's like whole... It's like a whole like adventure mode where you get a certain amount of days, which are just turns. So like during different turns, you can train her in different aspects, like agility, wit, stamina, strong. So you can choose one of those to train on that day. And then you get a whole visual novel of different characters talking. Yeah, each turn takes like a whole like 2 minutes, so it just takes forever to get through. So guess we could do that sometime, I guess. I don't know if you guys want to see more of this. I'm sure the fad of this will dry up. That's what I mean, like, you know, if you spend gobs of money on this, who knows when the fad will change to be... we're down to horse girls, now we're in dolphin girls, you know. And then it's like, do you just blow your money all on dolphin girls next? It's like, when does it end? We're not doing too well. We're doing alright, as long as we beat the real life trainer person. Who are you? I did watch like one episode of the anime like years ago when it kind of started. You know, because it's like, oh cool, you know, horse girl track racing, this concept's cool. So I watched the anime way back when, a couple years ago. I think I just watched like one episode and I was like, oh cool. You know, it's so anime, you know, that I was like, yeah, I get it. That's good. Okay, we beat the opponent a little bit, I think. Oh, we got 3,000 points out of that. Who's the real person out of this? Oh, yeah. The real person got 12th and we got 9th. So I guess that's better. We're number 8, 5. Okay. Okay, now you're my star one that I actually did a career on. So hopefully, get it all bet on you to hopefully just win. Oh, my mood's awful. No! I should have ate the parfait. Oh no, she's feeling horrible. Oh, you got this. Go Matu, you got this. If you're horrible mood, please try and run fast. Oh no. Ugh. Alright, I can skip. Okay. Hopefully
But she's also a late bloomer or whatever, where she's gonna kind of conserve energy during the race and then do a final push at the very end. And now we're doing a skill. Oh, we're doing a skill? What are we doing? Good positioning. Okay, we're gaining points. Points don't really matter. I don't know. Because it's already looking at the placement of them. Run, horse. Yeah. So weird. Okay, we're doing middle of the pack. During the career mode, you'd be like trying to train some skill to, not really a skill, but like one of the attributes, I guess, to make sure that they're good at breaking through. Especially with this kind of character, that she doesn't, or Mati doesn't really catch up until like the third act. So if she's stuck in the middle of a big pack of like a whole bunch of them, yeah, if she wasn't able to get through all of those, then you'd have to like, whoa, 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 whoa! See, well, I've trained her. Yeah, yeah. So she's doing way better. She feels so sad, but she's running. Yeah. Go, go, go. Whew. Okay. So you gotta train them to do a little better. So that's what happens with... Yeah. Crystal Ball says, yeah. Alright. I want a present. How do I do I open a present now? There's a gold type present? Oh, I just got the regular present. Oh, man. Yeah, everyone else in this team's gonna stink. Yeah, okay. Okay. Last race. How was she feeling? I didn't see. Oh, no. How's her mood? That mood's gonna change everything. Don't see. Okay. But how are you? Where's the real person? Oh, okay. Here's Barry. Barry's using Haru. Okay. I'm an end, and Haru's a late. Okay. Oh, we don't have any shapes. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Final race. I didn't train gold ship at all, so probably gonna be the same low ranking, but oh well. That's just because I have to train everyone else, I guess, to even it out if I want to do something like this. So I encourage you to try and do all the characters and try and train them. What was that? There's like a graphic. Ah, rushed. Man, what does that mean? Okay. Yeah, what are we, 9? Okay. Not too bad. We just have to beat Haru, I think, by a bit. Here's Haru. Where's Haru? Ooh-wee. Okay, Haru looks far behind. Okay. Where are we? Okay, we're in the middle. Okay! Skill activated. Warning shot? I have to look at what that means. Okay. Are you in first, or why are we looking at you a lot? Yeah, you're ahead, at least. Yeah, you're more ahead than me. Where's Haru? Get that tree out of the way. Oh yeah, we do a late thing, so we're like in the final act. Okay, we get the Splatoon less than a minute music. Okay. Yeah, can you keep it up? Yeah, what are the other... what are the other people are trying to catch up? Okay. This is a big pack now. If I had that skill that was like burst through a thick pack like this, that would have been better. Why should you use their skill so early? What was the warning shot? Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's gross. Ugh. What do we even get? 10th? Oh, I got the points though, I think. Yeah. I think. At least Harvard was 12th. Okay. So we didn't do that well. Yeah! We win! Yeah! Tap. Powers to gain 1. Oh, okay. Yay! I heard a thing going up. Okay, these guys? Okay. Heart levels? Oh, they're getting fans. Okay. That's good. We got 3 friend points! 2 bond points. And the one that actually leveled up on a career actually got the MVP. Shocker. Yeah, what was that? I got 3 rainbow squares. Nope, it's 1,000 of them. Wow, that's more than 3. Okay. Yeah. Only the one that I trained won. Score info. What is this? God, there's so many things. Look at all these numbers. Oh boy. Race again or next. We're done. So that was fun, right? No. So I get stuff by doing that. This is the director. Okay. What's this? Oh, it's a daily thing. I did a daily thing. Good. Okay. We could do more daily races. Win in a race and career, we could do that. Let me get some TP orange juice? Carrot juice or something? These are carrots. Yeah, see, by only doing these are like one-time things. So I was like, some of these are good, but that definitely doesn't offset the amount to do the scouting, because to do the 10 scout, you gotta get like 1,000. So eventually you gotta run out of D's. So you gotta rely on dailies, and I think the dailies weren't that great. Yeah, out of this you can only get 30. So eventually you're gonna run dry, I think. And then you're gonna have to pay, I guess. Oh, what's this? I got a title. I'm a junior scout now. Whoa! I can change my ID now. What is this? I get 15,000 rainbow rectangles. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got a profile, I guess. Does this show anything weird? Oh, that's my train ID. There you go. What was I doing? I was trying to do my title. I thought that was the thing. Oh, here it is. Rookie title. I could change it to be Junior Scout. Yeah. And that was another thing I did, so now I gotta go back and claim that award. But I guess this is my trainer ID. If you wanted to, become a friend, I guess. I could put it in the chat, so it'll be easier to... 648 823 172 790. 648 823 172 790. Here we go. Okay. Let's have fun. Is this my career sport? I guess I can change this to be. Oh yeah, somebody needs to get spicy. What's a good one? Is this ranked by whatever? Oh, it's ranked by these guys are good. Oh, not Monty though. Change it to Haru. Yeah. Okay. I got that thing by doing the thing. Gave me the thing to get the thing, and these things can be used to do other things. There we go. Okay. Did I get all these? Okay. So now, how many carrots? I got 7,600 still. And there's a lot going on too. There's a whole story mode. The career mode has all the characters talking. There's a lot of interactions. There's a whole concert as well. Where you can set up your own personal customized concert where each of them will actually have like their own singing parts to it. Be like, oh, I want you to be the lead, or maybe I want that horse girl to be the backup singer. And you can set it up completely with different songs. Yeah. These are the titles. I haven't done much. So that's what I was doing earlier. What am I doing on trophies? I think these trophies, yeah, these trophies are actually the ones that you win by doing the races. So I don't think I didn't win. I couldn't find that one. Could it be inventory? I can use these in details. I can see a lot of these seem to be like converting from like a base thing to another. So these are my stuff that I have, I guess, and then I can convert those into the clovers and then use the clovers to buy things. Oh, here, okay, goddess statues is what the scouting thing gave me. Okay. Some say this grants the blessing of the 3 goddesses. Can be exchanged at the shop for various items. See, what's the shop? I'm missing something with the shop. Did I never see the shop? I thought it was like in one of these menu things. Where's the shop? Let's see, how is that the... You're the story. You're the enhance. You're the race, and you're the scout. There's no shop. Is it one of these? Oh, here's shop. Okay. Statue exchange. Okay, so I can exchange the statues for more stars per character? And then more stars of these can be used for upgrading if I have enough. To then make a horse girl more powerful with some stats. To upgrade her base stats when I do the career, it'll be easier. But I can only do this like 25 times per character. But I can also convert the stars into clovers to buy other things. How is this currency even... How does that even work? I can change a statue into a star, into a clover to then buy an item. It's not just clover exchange. But if I have enough clovers, then I can buy other stuff. I could just buy money? If I have enough clovers, I could just buy 5,000 monies at a time. Oh, here's where you can get these guys. Okay. They're pretty... I don't know if these are expensive or not. Well, if I change them into the stars, but then we'll then get rid of the star character ones. But probably these are probably going to be useful. What's all this? Is this? I can't even see what is. What is this? Sash? Is that cosmetic? What is this? But we saw these guys. I wish it would tell me what it is. I have to look it up or something. You can see how expansive this is. This is... And the weird thing is that you just train them so much that then you just watch a cutscene of all the characters running around, and then it's like you get a ranking at the end. It's weird. I don't know. I wish like these were more... wish there was more substance to the actual real game part where instead of just a cutscene of them just running around the track, you could do something. But I guess what you're doing is that you're the trainer that sets everything up for them to be the best performance. So I guess that's good. Okay. We've gone way long enough on the stream, so time games. Yeah. I'll close that. And I guess we'll go back to end. That was the screen for the closed caption at the bottom here. Okay. Well, thank you for joining on this interesting double feature, I guess. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Same time, hopefully. And then, yeah, we'll more than likely, I guess, work on the game a little bit more. I'll work on it all this week. And then we'll see how much more progress I get. But I'm very glad, I'm very happy with all you guys give me the ideas, I guess. Because there's still a lot of stuff I haven't really implemented yet, or fully constructed to be full on things. So I'll have to at least get those done as a priority, and then do the to-do list. Because a lot of this stuff is like in here, you know, all these things. It's like stuff I have to still set up. Because I got the cutscene and a bunch of the title screen and everything kind of set up, but I just haven't finished actually getting it done. So, yeah. So yeah. So most of it is partially put in, but you can see like some of it is still needs to actually be fully implemented, I guess, and fully coded out and debugged to actually make sure that they actually work properly. So, got a post on your channel. Can I check that out after I stop? I think this stream has been going on too long. I'll just make a note of it and then check it out. Why was that? Your name is a little hard to search. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of other stuff. Why was that? Over the Horizon is also the name of something else, the Samsung thing. So I keep getting those as my recommended. Because I could go to subscriptions. Load the subscription. Don't see it immediately. It changed so much about it. It makes it so hard to find anything new. I want to see my list, and it's like I don't. That to like make my monitor is too small that I wasn't able to see the menu. Okay. Post. Found you. Okay. I see the one from yesterday where it's a picture of Twilight Sparkle plush. Little plushie. I saw that. So I'm glad you still got you got a nice schedule and you know what you're doing. You're the ones that's actually really pulling the weight here for derpy content. I've just been stalling and trying to work on this this game forever. Hopefully, yeah, the plan is that once I get the game done, I'll work on the Paper Derpy movie and then try and get the next chapter done. We'll see if I can get it done this year with the next chapter. Should be possible, but I'll also be at college during that time. So, college will start at the end of August. So, last week of August is when I'll start my fall quarter semester, whatever. So, probably be busy working on that. So, oh well. At least right now I can just work on the game until I until my boss wants me to come into work. Because right now, there's not enough stuff that's actually came in. There's no orders for me to take care of. So they were like, yeah. They texted me this morning saying, yeah, we didn't get anything. How about you take Monday off? So I guess I'll have more time to work on the game. And going through the entire process and getting all that stuff done. So, but yeah, we'll talk next week, I guess, on whereabouts we'll be, and by next week, where it'll be in terms of all the progress, and then decide whether or not to just go ahead and upload a demo version onto itch.io, or wait even longer to then get a real solid build of the game that's actually more than playable, but like every single thing, every button and every type of interaction works properly, and coded correctly, and then post that really solid build onto itch.io. Then yeah, so but either way, I guess I have some 3-day weekend at least to work on this. So yeah, so you guys take care. Let's see, how you guys doing? Yep, so we'll see you next week, and yeah, I'll just keep plugging at this same thing forever. It's close to done, but I just have so many so many half-baked things that I just need to go through each of them and just finish it. So, but anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll yeah, see ya. Thank you guys. All right, bye-bye. Yay.